I made mention that they will use a lot of the wings, send in more of the crosses, and that's exactly what they are doing. They are drifting wide and sending in more of their crosses. They need to push more men forward to connect for the first goal.
Oh, 10 minutes played already, and Legon Cities are beginning to at least give a red alert of how they want to really control this game in terms of what they will do in the final third of the pitch in Young Apostles. But that's a lovely ball looking for Lomote, and it's headed away. What a change in direction of the ball from Aaron Kote. That will come again. Here's the youngster, and it's stopped by Kamal. Referee having none of that. Is flashed up front, and Jay picks it on his chest. That has been stopped by Megbet. Oh, drifting to the middle, finds Che, and it's back to Suleimana. So onto the far side for Kwanzaa. Afram held from behind, quickly taken, and here's Che. The best of touch. Oh, Dennis Adama falling back to help with defensive duties this evening. As Che will bring it forward once again for Young Apostles. It's turning by Issa. As Abdul Muftau will change the direction of the ball to the left hand side. Lots of passes here from Young Apostles in the last 2 minutes. See most of the ball. Here goes for the grass cutter. And Kwame Aziz will pick it up.
Young Apostles are controlling the ball better in midfield. They are finding spaces and connecting.
Oh, that was a chance that fell the way of Legon Cities, came off the woodwork. It's a very jittery moment. That's Joseph Amwa. Nasiru. Young Apostles now have the advantage. It's a long, ambitious kick there, but it's well taken care of by Kwame Aziz.
That was very ambitious. That tells you the confidence of this Young Apostle side. They've controlled the game better in midfield. And they are very calm, finding empty spaces which the players are moving into. And Legon Cities would have to watch that because they control the game better and they are finding spaces at the back of the defense.
Well, it's not quite shocking that Young Apostles have always looked a threat anytime Lomote is on the ball, from a Wafa player and mid DMSC player as well, joining as free agent. He's already scored 2 goals this season and assisted twice already. It tells you of his pedigree. But here comes Legon Cities. Albert Yeboah hits it for Kamal. Finds Jesse, lovely ball. Kamal! And that is stopped there by Masawudu. And Kwanzaa claps it away from that dangerous area.
That was a lovely strike, but I thought there were men in the box that he could have found to connect. That was, though it was a brilliant strike, he should have probably found a player to pass to.
It's a big kick. Just look at the movement of the youngster to connect to Kamal Suraj, the right back. I was just thinking he was going to flip that over, but again, Masaudo spilling that one. But here they come again, Legon Cities. And it's another corner kick advantage.
JC and Aduma are always lurking around the 18, and they need to find one of them to connect for the first goal. They are playing very fine football. They are drifting wide and they are playing the way we expect them to play. They are using the wings to create spaces. Now they need players to move into the empty spaces to connect for the first goal.
Joseph Amwa, here it goes, and that is Legon Cities open winner, Dennis Adoma, and Legon Cities for the second time in a row have taken the lead. Fabulous strike, and the 19 does the host into the lead.
I mentioned a while ago that they need to find a Jesse or a Duma because they are always lurking around the 18, and that's exactly what they've done.
What a strike from Dennis Adoma, 21 years of age. Oh, just look at it. It was floated in from the right-hand side by Joseph Amwa. It wasn't really dealt with by Young Apostles. And the striker just hitting it beyond Masawudu for Legon City's opener. Interesting moment, and the fans really enjoying every bit of this game. That's a confirmation of the scoreline for you. Legon Cities 1, Young Apostles 0. Now let's see if they can get back into this tie. HA twisting and turning, looking for a bit of support. Well, struggles to find it. And that takes Dennis Adoma go tally to 2 this season. After scoring against Bibiani Ghost Stars at the Dance Park on match day 1 in a game they lost. Yepwa has got Kojo Jesse to his far right hand side. And he's been stopped in his tracks. Here's Salidu, brings it back. Akoto. And it's back to the skipper once again, looking to be the orchestrator of Legon City's play this evening. As Williams and Jay, very bulky, very strong on the ball, very difficult to dispossess anytime he's had the ball onto his feet. Now be a corner kick once again. What a pressure from the home side in the last 17 minutes.
Legon Cities are very good with the wings. They are using the wings to create spaces. And I believe Young Apostles would have to up their game. The defenders would have to be on their toes.
Oh, Young Apostles will need to be very careful as the first goal was from the set piece. It's flicked away. Stopped by Kojo Jesse, and that's a big kick. It's a goal kick. But not a bad idea from the youngster.
Legon Cities have started creating chances. They are playing the way we know them to be playing. They've been fantastic in the first 18 minutes of the game.
That's a long drive up front by Masawudu. Stopped in his own half. There's Suleimana. Up to Muftau with a grander. That's a fram. Here's Hussein. Lovely idea. Sends it to the far left hand side. But has he got it? Legs. He has. And that's Samegbe. And ending up fouling is Maka in the process. Kamal Suraj will stay on the ground. And you can see the referee, Gabriel Pokuhain, not very excited with the experienced player. Handle his opponent, clattering into his man, resulted in that foul. There's hit up front again. Legon Cities looking to attack. But it's picked by Fram. Finds Samegbe. As Lomote Beter onto it, and Hero manages to strip it off his feet, and that'll be their first corner kick of this encounter for Young Apostles.
Young Apostles as well are trying to use the wings to get into the box.
It's now back into Young Apostles half. It's picked up by Muftau. 20 minutes played. And here's the man in the 25 sets. That's Rahman. He's been a bit silent in today's game. It's a real danger. Young Apostle starting all over again. That's Kwanzaa. There's God Muftau close by. Finds him. Patiently using the flanks. Let's quickly take it for Lomote to hang on to. But there seems to be a bit of miscommunication. And to be retaken. That's a big touch on him, but referee Poku have none of that as Young Apostles who hope to string some passes together. Sent across diagonally, looking for Che, couldn't pick him. God. Tonto finds Abdul Muftau. Has lifted deep again. Looking for Rahman, but he's been cut out. That's the tussle for the ball. Concho wins it. And it's cleared by Joseph Amwa. Onto his talisman up front. That's a big challenge. That's a big push as well.
It's a physical battle in midfield. And Young Apostles are winning all the 50-50 balls. They are controlling the game better, but they've not been able to break the defense of Legon Cities.
Well, we've seen so many beautiful faces as a result of it being a night football here at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. That's Kwanzaa receiving it. It's back to Abdul Muftau. Has been given a bit of chase, but will find the Lazarus space to hit it on to Suleimana, who will bring it through the right hand side. You're taking your time to conjure a bit of magic, hoping to use the middle because the flanks have been really choked by Legon Cities. Lomote has been fetched once again. Here's Abdul Muftau. Now make there. Contour. There's Contour with a lovely touch again, but it's fouled. And they have the advantage. Balido is not excited about some happenings. Complaining about most of his players giving so much space to Lomote and Contour to operate in. You can understand he was talking to Albert Yeboah, not closing down his man.
Young Apostles are creating triangles in midfield, so there's always a player there ready for the ball, and they are controlling the midfield. Legon Cities would have to be very careful with that play, because when they are playing the triangle, it becomes very difficult for you to get the ball off them. It's like it's more or less like a tiki-taka game. That's what Young Apostles are playing.
Those are very, very exciting smiles on the screen. As Albert Yeboah stays on the turf, receiving a bit of treatment. But for most of the players, it's a big opportunity to at least have some sip and see what he can do. This was the delivery that fell to Dennis Abduma, and he's slotting it home beyond the reach of Masawudu. And he's giving Legon City's first goal of this encounter. Well delivered. And the touch absolutely scintillating. And the best of news for Coach Pakwesi Fabian, as one of his men has been stretched off. That'll be a big blow if he fails to return onto that feet. But here's Young Apostles' free kick. And that's going to be a very long hit as they will throw a lot of men up front. But this is a trading. Gary heads out. And might be wasting so much time, but it finds its way into the 18-yard, cleared by Alidu. That's a sighting touch, but there's a man that is down once again. And looks like Albert Yeboah will continue with this game. But that's Kojo Jesse who is on the turf. What an exciting player he's been. Really running down the channel. As we see some of the Legon City's players warming up. But let's see what the referee Opoku Ahin has got to say. Well, it's hammered inside by Dennis Sandoma. That's Kojo JC. Picks it, Kamal Suraj. Let's run it on the far side. Here's Hussein, and it's out again for Young Apostles throwing. But this man, Coach Marcus Fabian. Ali is beginning to find a result that he's been searching for after wrapping his head against Kumasi Asante Kotoko. And here you see his charges are in lead against Young Apostles. Oh, that's a big touch on Amegbe. And Kojo Jesse needs to be very careful. But as a player in the free for Legon Cities, just look at the challenge. Amegbe, that's Kwanzaa instead. Oh, that was quite reckless from the youngster. And there's a bit of talk on the far side with so many Young Apostle players company led by their captain, Daniel Omote. That could be a career-threatening touch.
Young Apostles have given a very good account of themselves. They played very well. Though they've conceded, they are still playing very well. And I like the way they battle in midfield, especially Emmanuel Konto and Muftao. They've controlled the game very well in midfield, found empty spaces, and they've been brilliant on the ball.
Well, it's a temporary hold-up at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. Samegbe has been attended to. Young Apostles scoring just 6 goals and conceding 9 so far. Running into the negative in terms of goal difference. Just lifted up front, and Hussein, they all failed to arrive early. Kamal Suraj, and it to be the away side's advantage as the postman forward looking to always find the equalizer. Here comes Lamote. And they'll have another set piece opportunity once again. It's tipped away by Jesse. It's hit up front by Kamal Suraj. And yes, another hot chase. And a stroke up front. That's a big change. Suleimana. But it's William Ejeho Pexit forcing his way into the penalty box. He's been drifted from behind. And young Apostles are having that scare. But Frank gives the ball away. And they are coming for it once again. Here's Hussein. 30 minutes played. Lomote. Drifting into the middle. Lovely 1-2 touch. And set now to the right hand side. Up front. Looking for a bit of space. We'll find Hussein. And the end product of that pass, absolutely very poor. From the man in the 18 jersey. They managed to win possession once again, and it's moved out. Oh, bring it forward. Up front, touches it away. Dennis Aldoma. Joseph. Dennis Aldoma. And here's coach Asare Bediako. Alice. With that face. His side is trailing by goal to nil. Oh, looks to be Suleimana Yaya who will be getting into the book of the referee. Oh, but let's see, it was drove inside by Frank Akoto, but looks to be a touch from behind. And now Sabu Suleiman Yaya with a touch. Legon Cities have got a free kick right deep in the young Apostles half. Masawe is saying that it's punched away by Masaudu, and that's a twin advantage.
I must remind viewers that this is a live production by AFA. And this is the Legon Cities versus Young Apostles game, Premier League game this evening. Young Apostles have controlled the game better. I keep saying, because they've been very dangerous with their one-time pass.
Well, it's picked by Masaudu. He'll look to line up a long one up front. Yeah, they couldn't pick it, that's Hussein. Arriving a set late, they couldn't pick it. That was a clever hit by the shot stopper. Looking to catch Legon Cities on the break. And there was a very incisive punch by the goalkeeper. Ali is changing the direction of the ball. Suleimana will return it back to his goalkeeper, Masaudu. That'll be a long kick inside. Stop in the middle by the man in the yellow jersey. Picked back from. And the flag is already up. And once again, on a pleasant of movement in terms of forward thrusting for Young Apostles this evening. Struggling to Alice connect a lot of dots up front.
Young Apostles are controlling the game, especially in midfield. They've not been able to break the defense of Legon Cities. They've used the wings most of the time, but they've not been able to even send balls into the box of Legon Cities. Legon Cities have been very strong, especially Kwate and Frank Akoto. They've been solid at the back.
Well, that's Kojo JC who goes to the ground. Though they are in the lead, but not Exciting faces on Legon City's bench. Now Supoko will ask that most of the players stay a bit distant from him. Very strict referee. Now look at that touch. And that was once again Apetiebois was being closed down by 3 young Apostle players. 35 minutes, less than 10 minutes to play for in the first half department of the game. And young Apostles need to find a motivation from somewhere to at least get back into this encounter. Here look, the shakier side so far. And you need a bit of inspiration to get back and see if they can cause a bit of trouble for their hosts. That's Rahman. And again, a flag really hot in their play. As they have a throwing advantage being given to Legon Cities. Now Salidu. And to stay with them. Well, favorites on paper, and they are leading at the moment. Yes, Salido will turn it into the center cycle for Nasiru. Will find Kamal on the far right hand side. Brings it forward, looking for a J. It's brought down by referee. Will allow the game to flow. Well, he goes back to pick the first incidents. That's Muftau looking for his colleague in Hussein and finds him, and his stroke up front. Not the best of touch from Legon City defense, but that's a very lovely touch there from Kojo JC. It's picked by Rahman. Contour. Alidu for Legon City. Hits it into the middle. Find Abet Yabua. Back to Alidu once again. It's got Jesse. Options for Abet Yabua, who's just close to him. Oh, running out of ideas a bit. Yes, Ajay. Muftau will have a touch. Now Legon City so managed to keep possession as they invite Kamal Suraj into the fray. A simple touch by young Apostles. They look very exciting to watch. As Che couldn't pick it. And to fall back to Kojo Jesse. Brilliant footwork. Khalid once again, lovely idea. Place it in. Joseph Amwa, and then it's stopped by Suleimana. And coach Pakwesi Fabian. No say that his charge could have done better on that occasion.
Pakwesi loves using the wings, and that's exactly what Legon Cities are doing. He creates chances through the wings. That's exactly what Legon Cities are doing now.
Yes, Salidu. Nas Yepua, and it's back to Nasiru. Yes, Nasiru once again, lovely idea. Flex it over. And as well taken care of by Suleimana. Alfram lifted deep inside, looking for his captain, couldn't find him. Well, end-to-end stuff here at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. But it's Legon Cities that are leading this KG encounter by goal to nil. One of the best of the session from Joseph Amwa.
Legon Cities will continue to use the wings to create spaces. They need a second goal in this first half. So they will continue to use the wings to create spaces and chances for other players to score.
Oh, Kamal Suraj. It's a big hit to Dennis Adamab. And it's just too heavy for him to pick up. And Young Apostles will have a throwing advantage.
The one-touch passing of Young Apostles is becoming very difficult for Legon Cities to deal with.
Here's Afram. Looking for support, will find one in Rahman. Olomote brought up the ball. On this. Legon Cities on the offensive now. Ejay. Here's Alidu. Looking for support. Returns it back. And is picked by Mano Contour, who finds Muftau. Running through the channel. Lomote. And still Daniel Lomote looking for a bit of space to hit it. Long in, and again, very wasted effort there. Nowhere close to the map of the goal post. And it's a goal kick.
Young Apostles are very exciting to watch, but they've not been able to create decent chances to at least score an equalizer. They've been brilliant, especially in midfield. They've controlled the game very well and found empty spaces. The players move to empty spaces and to receive balls, and they've been brilliant on the day.
Yes, Che. It's not been in his best shape this evening, but I take away nothing from him. He's a big player in his own right. As Legon Cities would have to wait a bit as Daniel Lomote stays on the tap, but look at the movement. Lomote was being searched for some way by so many Legon Cities players and brought down in the process. And it's a 25-year-old striker who at least will step out to attend to himself while the game resumes from where we left off. Here's Siron Kote. Brings it forward, hoping to create a bit of chance. Here they go again, drifting, but it's been stopped by Kwanzaa. And it's a corner kick advantage to Legon Cities. And Kwanzaa is not excited about that. He thought that he has capped it on the tap. He didn't cross the bar line. Alright, the assistant referee saw a different big picture. And they would have to defend. As Joseph Amma once again will let himself to whip it in. The likes of Kamal Surak, Dennis Adama, Williams and Jay waiting to receive it. It's cleared up front. Samoa. It's brought back into Young Apostles half. And Kwanzaa once again managing to get his head to it. And that's a big relief as they come forward through Contour. Who lifts it for Lomote. Lovely pass into the middle. And they stopped. Here's JC. We'll bring it back into the middle. Hussein. An offensive once again will break down. Salpetiebois will go 1-on-1. Running through the traffic of yellow shirts. Release it back to Alidu. And you can see Coach Paco Fabian asking so many questions of his players as we have 3 minutes of additional time. It's lifted Dave looking for Lomote, but the flag is up. What a game he's having. He's been a real threat. Anytime he hacks onto the ball. The former Wafa man. One of the players in a run to see if they can get their third goal of the season. A bit of push coming in on the far side. And a tussle for the ball. And it's won by Muftar. Will find Amelbe. So heads it back to his goalkeeper, Masaudu. Here's Suleimana. Bit of interference in the ball to change the direction, but they managed to keep possession. Lomote breaking away from his marker. And he wins the sympathy of the referee. Will quickly take it, the referee. Opakwahin asking that it should be brought back. And Che will have a touch. That's a long hit. And again, Kwame Aziz at the right place. That's a great shot by Muftau. They're really doing everything possible to ensure that they get back into the game before they head into the dressing room. That's Afram. Contour looking for Afram again, and it's a big boost by Afram. And it's picked up by Kwame Aziz, who's been on a virtual holiday this evening. As we are in the last minutes of additional time. Now Kwame Aziz. What a goalkeeper is being is kept. A bit of clean sheet this is it. That's by the side. Has been on the losing end in most of the games. Any moment from now, referee Opakwahin will take a look at his watch. Now looks to be a player who is down, and that's William Ejay. Who goes onto the turf. Oh, such a very reckless tackle on him, William Ejay. And he's feeling the intensity of that touch. Well, playing his third game of the season after failing to make the squad for Berkum Chelsea and in Swatriman. Here's Joseph Amwa. Will find Alidu on the edge of the 18-yard, but it's been sandwiched and he decides to bring it back. And it's Suleimana who wins it for Young Apostles. That could be the final whistle for this half. And it's Legon citizens that head into the dressing room with Dennis Adomes strike. But it's been their showmanship in the last 45 minutes. And the Young Apostles coach Asar Bediakou would have to change his tactics a bit. Well, it's half time at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. Legon Cities 1, Young Apostles 0.
All right, so first 45 minutes at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium, Legon Cities versus Young Apostles. It's 1-0 at the end of the first 45 minutes. Legon Cities are leading, the home side are leading this evening, and this is match day 9, talking of the Ghana Premier League, and this is the home of the Premier League. We're live on Metro TV, live on Alpha TV, live on Original TV, and also on the Ghana Football Association app. Phil, first 45 minutes, Legon Cities are leading by a lone goal.
Legon Cities are leading by a lone goal, but they would have to be careful because Young Apostles are coming at them. Within the first 18-20 minutes, we realized that Legon Cities were up, they were aggressive, they dominated, they used the wings especially to create chances. Most of the time, you see Kojo JC and Androba lurking around the box, waiting for a loose ball to pounce on. And that was exactly what happened where we found Androba placing the ball at the back of the net. Since then, it looks as if they've taken their legs off the pedal a bit. Young Apostles have come into the game. They've dominated play.
Independent world, nations and international businesses are increasingly appreciating the need to foster greater trade relations. Get the inside views, vital information, trends and analysis on emerging trade giants in Ghana and beyond. International Trade Focus, the global television trade showcase, transcending barriers in creativity and innovation. International Trade Focus has been developed to serve as your reliable platform for international business connections and trade events. Join me and Aspio as I bring you a whole menu of international trade activities. International Trade Focus, your timely business hub. International Trade Focus is brought to you by GO, ADB, Pediatric Valley Resorts and Public Elegance. International Trade Focus is brought to you by GO, ADB, Pediatric Valley Resorts and Public Elegance.
The law is pertinent to every aspect of our lives, and so lawyers must not be the backup plan for the rainy day only.
Nothing received from a client should be put in a lawyer's personal account until such time that the money has actually been earned.
It is very dangerous to perpetuate the theory that it is narcotics that leads to crime increase.
The relevance of the law cuts across our business, social and family transactions. Doubt this?
You can't borrow from somebody who's your client. That would lead to a conflict situation. And that's something that as a lawyer you must jealously guard when you are representing a client.
You have to register your Mohammedan marriage within 7 days?
Within a week of the celebration of the marriage.
So if you don't register it, it's not a valid marriage. Journey with our Law Express panel every week as we confirm the place of the law in our everyday transactions.
Under etiquette rules, a lawyer can terminate for non-payment of fees. So basically, if you don't pay your fees, a lawyer has a right to terminate your engagement.
You agree with me that
Coach Parkwesi normally uses the wings and it's all wing play. When you use the wings, especially when you are playing against a team that is playing a 5-back, you stretch the defense. When you stretch the defense, there are always holes in the defense. So you need to push more men into the box to find spaces for them to connect the ball for the goal. That was what happened, and they got 2 corners before the goal came. They created spaces for most of the time. You find Aduma on the left and Kojo JC on the right, and they've been brilliant on the day. In the first 20 minutes, they were all over the place, and that was one of the occasions where the cross came in. They headed the ball out, and Aduma was just there. He only had to knock the ball into the net.
All right, so Phil, what do they need to get an equalizer? Talking of young apostles, and what should Legon Cities do to maintain the 1-0 lead or add more goals?
The tiki-taka game would only help them to control the game. It will build the confidence of the players as well. But as to create chances in the defense of Legon Cities, that's what where the issue lies. I believe Coach Asari is experienced enough. He will definitely find ways around that to probably create chance for his strikers to score.
Right.
But Legon Cities, I believe Pakwesi would start using long balls to the wings. That would be his second half pep talk.
All right, so this is the build-up to the goal, and that was the header, beautiful one.
Exactly.
But let's talk about the goalkeeper, Young Apostles goalkeeper. He's been brilliant.
He's been brilliant. Masawudu has been brilliant, and on this occasion, I believe there was nothing he could do, because he moved to the right where the ball was floated, and then he had no choice than the time he went to the left, the ball has been placed into the goal.
All right, so you normally predict in the second half. What's your prediction this time around, Phil?
I am expecting one more goal, and if
more goal,
yes, exactly.
From
if
side,
Young Apostles are able to control the game and create spaces, I believe they would be able to get the equalizer. But if they are not able to, I believe Pakwesi would get another goal.
All right, so still live on Alpha TV, live on Original TV, live on Metro TV, and on the Ghana Football Association app. This is the home of the Premier League, and I hope you are enjoying every bit of the game. Tonight, very soon, the second half will commence at the University of Ghana Sport Stadium. And now look at the fans of Legon Cities. 90 minutes, we saw them against Kotoko. This time around, they are still on their feet.
They've been fantastic. They've supported the team even when they lost games. They trooped to the stadium to support their team, and they've been brilliant. On this day, I believe they are expecting a win today, which they've already scored 1 goal, so I believe they're on their way. But looking at the game, I believe that Legon City stand a chance of winning this game.
Do you think Pakwesi Fabian should make a change, especially at the wings? There's so too much tackling in this particular game, and they've had several injuries in the first half.
Yes, but I think the wing play has been perfect. Adoma and Kojo JC, they've operated very well on the wings. In midfield, I am not seeing the kind of aggression they played against Kotoko. Especially in midfield, Alidu has been fantastic, and I think they've taken their leg off the pedal a bit concerning their aggression. Because last week they were very aggressive, and they were operating from every part of the pitch. Today, I think they are a bit. They've controlled the game, but I am not seeing that aggression that they played against. They used to play against.
So you think Young Apostles can come back in this game?
Young Apostles are controlling the game, like I said, but as to how to create chances, that has been the problem. Legon Cities have stood well. The back line have stood well. Suraj, like we normally see him operating through the ranks, from the flanks and in midfield. Today he's been static. Probably he's been asked not to move, so he's always been there. The back four has always been there today. We've not seen any movement, and I think it's helped in a way because they've not been broken. They've been very resolute. They've been compact at the back, and I think that has helped them in this first half.
All right, so if you're still watching us live, you can also join us on Facebook. Facebook is Alpha TV on Facebook, and also Original TV on Facebook, and Metro TV on Facebook. This is the home of the Premier League, and the name is Gideon Ochinim Gattuso. Gattuso is the Power 7 Phil. You say your prediction is an additional goal?
Yes, additional
from
goal.
Young Apostles.
From I am expecting one goal from either side.
Okay, so 2 more goals. As that goes, it's 2 goals in this game. So, Victor, if you can hear me, our commentator, it's ready now. Victor, over to you.
Well, thank you very much, and welcome back to the second half department of this game, as Legon Cities are leading by goal to nil so far in this encounter. Match day 9, Ghana Premier League is an evening game. Well, Legon Cities players are already out, okay, to keep themselves very warm ahead of the second period. Brilliant start for them in the first 45 minutes. But for these people, Young Apostles, they're just having 9 points. They've scored 6 times this season, have conceded 8, and eventually 9. Because Dennis Adome's first half goal have increased their tally in terms of the number of goals they've conceded. 2 wins, 3 draws, 3 losses. And they'll be preventing another loss here to make it 4. They've got a big fixture on match day 10. And they will sit home to be Bieni Gold Stars, and they need to pick up some points here from the capital city. And here's the Young Apostle side. Well, they understand the animosity of the job out here. And the next 45 minutes will determine whether Legon Cities once again will run away with the 3 maximum points, or they will share spoils, or they'll be at the losing end, because 45 minutes is such big minutes in association football. Well, here's Rahman. He has been very quiet. Abdul Rahman, very, very quiet in the first 45 minutes, but he'll be hoping to come good in the next half. Scoring twice against Adriana Stars in Wenchi. Oh, Samuel Prempe is on the bench, another player that coach Asai Bediako will have to throw in if the going gets tough. And here is Kwame Aziz. That's Rahim Yaya, who scored a goal against Kumasi Asante Kotoko in the Dynambers to rescue the 3 points for the home side. A player likely to be coming in. Well, looks like Legon Cities will be kick-starting the second half department of the game, and you can see there's Abet Yabwa behind it. As the referee Poku Ahin takes a look at his watch, and there we go for the next half of this encounter. Here's William Ajay. As Kamal will bend it in, finds Yabwa. And they do get into that battle, and he wins the sympathy of the referee. And once again, Legon City is having the first advantage in the second half. Here's the free kick to be effected. It's lifted in by Roncote. Lovely idea. It's picked by Jay onto his chest, but fails to keep his eyes on the ball. And Lomote will cause a bit of trouble on the other end. Here he goes, the former Wafa man looking to beat Erod Kote, who've done so much well to keep him at bay into this game. He's done a good business on him. And it's a long throw in into Legon City's half. It's headed away by Nasiru. Lido brings it to Kojo JC. It's whipped up front. And Young Apostles will take the throw in. Kwanzaa looking for Lomote, couldn't find him. A start by Che. Oh, lovely start from Che. Finds Contour. Kills it in. And it's out for a corner kick. Here on Kote intercepting that lovely ball that was chipped into the channel. And Kwame Aziz would have to defend. Here's Young Apostles. Corner kick. That's an ambitious kick, eluding everybody. Not the best. Across it. Well, Kwame Aziz will be looking to send in a very long one from his territory. He's been on eventual holiday into this game, facing just the shots in the first half. But for his opposite number, Masawudu, he's received 6 balls into his penalty box, and he would have to defend it. As Kamal Suraj for Legon Cities on the right hand side. Lovely free kick. Well, looks to be a kick that'll be left for Dennis Adoma and Joseph Amwa, who are the set piece specialists. Looks to be taken by Joseph Amwa. Bends it in. Oh, God, my goodness. William Ajay nearly finding the map of the goal post. That was a textbook header. A stroke up front by Kwanzaa. That will be picked up by Nasiru. There's Abdul Muftal. That's brought to Afram. And that's a lovely chase And that's a lovely defensive work done there by Suleimana. Wally stays on the ground after picking that heavy knock on Megbe. Just look at the run. That's a heavy run, went to the ground. Unless to pick that ball in front of him. That was the former Corinthians man, Suleimana.
I must confess, I'm impressed with the way Young Apostles have controlled the game here at the Legon Sports Stadium. They've been fantastic.
Other sadness, Nisa Doma causing a bit of trouble on the far side, fouling his marker in the process. That's a needless tackle, and he'll be won by the referee. As Young Apostles will have the advantage to ship this one from their own area. That's a big touch, isn't it? Well, Matthias Amegbe joined last season and has been a very integral member of this Young Apostles team. He's an offensive midfielder, but he's been converted to play on the left back position, so tells you of his utility and his quality as a player. As there's a bit of hold up once again. A bit of a switching. That's a heavy touch from William Ejay, who got into the book of the referee. Esquanza with it, looking to send in a long one. He lost everybody, finds Lomote onto his chest, but he's been stopped by Roncote. And there's another struggle for the ball in midfield. Now to nobody in particular, no man's land, and will be picked by Masaudu. Oh, drive it wide to find Rahman. Couldn't pick Rahman, but picks Nasiru. Sends it in for Ironcote, who finds Alidu. Lovely idea, but it's been stopped by Kwanzaa. As Young Apostles will come forward from the right hand side.
Young Apostles seems to have pushed more men forward and they've drifted wide. So they've started using the wings to create chances.
That's a lovely chase and it's swept away by Masaudu. Well, he's reading the danger from his territory and comes off his line to avert it. Here's Samoa. Finds Salidu. And Romano bring it up front for Young Apostles, but the flag is already up against Daniel Omote. He was caught begging that web that was set by coach Pakwesi Fabian's men. And the confirmation of the earlier on yellow card for William Ejay for you. When he fouled Suleimana, but here they come. Amegbe, Afram, back to Amegbe. And they managed to break out of danger. It's a sighting toward this Young Apostle side. String passes together. Yes, Afram. And that's a big foul on his marker, Captain Frank Akoto. He's the latest casualty to stay on the tap. Those have picked a knock. As Lomote has been consulted by the referee, asked to calm down.
The game has been fluid with occasional physical play. Both teams haven't been that aggressive in this game, with Young Apostles controlling the game.
But here's their free kick in their own area at the right hand side to be affected by the centre back. Aaron Kote whips it up front. Here's Hussein. Finding Ramana, and Hussein has been fetched once again. He's got the legs. A lovely run. Now they'll struggle to find the space, and he'll be gifted with a train advantage. As Young Apostles are trying to push men up front now to see if they can cause a bit of instability in Legon City's 18-yard. Oh, lovely chance. Could be for the power man. That's a big kick into the sky.
That was an ambitious strike. They've been able to weather the storm. They are controlling the game. Now they are finding themselves in and around the 18 of Legon Cities, which in the first half they weren't able to do. They are trying very hard, committing men forward, and that's dangerous because with one long ball you could be found out and found wanting by Legon City.
That's another fruitless chase at the far side by Legon Cities. But it's a throw in that will go their way, and it will be picked up by the set piece specialist, Joseph Famwa. What a player he's been. He's been everywhere on the table this evening, ensuring that his side really stay intact into this game. 56 minutes played, and it's still the Royals who are leading in this encounter. It's a long throw for Young Apostles, brought inside by this wall defended. Here's Contour with a big touch, and it's a twin advantage for the home team.
Legon Cities are defending very well. They've been very strong at the back.
Kwanzaa hits it up front, but not the best of kick as they roll beyond the sideline. Oh, some beautiful ladies really enjoying the game. Really very focused. It looks to be Legon City's fans. As Young Apostles will pour forward now with his throwing merit. Pushing as many as 5 yellow shirts into the territory. Is headed out. And the West still saves them at last. Well, rather the flag was up at the far side, and it means that the intention of trying to attack would have to be halted a bit, as Kwame Aziz will put this one up front for Legon City to try and pick the broken pieces. Here's Kwanzaa with a drive up front. Looking for Afram, couldn't pick him. Legon City is now beginning to push their opponent into their own area. They are struggling a bit in an attempt to find a equalizer. Just hope that they are not their own victim. Oh, that's Sopokunti, and Morris Fuseni coming in for Legon Cities. And a goal scorer, Dennis Adoma, will say goodbye at this juncture. Looking to take an early shower in the second half department of the game. But what a performance. What a way to at least struck Legon Cities into the lead. And let's see what this double substitution will add to this Royal side. Who have looked very, very positive, not blinking an inch. Right from the blast of the whistle. They've looked so much positive. And they've got a free kick here as well, to be lifted deep. Kwanzaa fails to hit it away by Skojo Jesse at the far side. No look for space, but I hope to go past this man. But not the best of kick from the youngster. Well, their fans really enjoying themselves in the stands, singing and dancing, drumming. There's a lot of party for these fans out here as their side is clinching onto that first half strike by Dennis Adoma. Yes, Lomote draws back to help with defensive duties. Yes, Salidu. And make that wasting so much time on the ball up front. And he goes down in the process.
That was a rough challenge. And I believe they are being physical occasionally. They need to control the game in the midfield and find spaces. The rough play that we know them to be playing, especially Legon Cities, we've not seen that in this game. But occasionally we find them playing rough.
Well, Afram joining from Jamera Soccer Heroes and has won one MVP this season.
Another rough challenge. I believe their game is getting quite physical now.
Very physical, and to let us go onto the turf is Kamal Suraj. And he's back onto his feet. It's a bit of flying tackle from an experienced Daniel Lomote. It's been lovely out here in University of Ghana. As Legon Cities are hoping to create a bit of space. Now that's Skojo Jesse and Masawudu Batis just beyond the sideline.
I think the momentum of the game has gone down a bit.
Well, not exciting as we witnessed in the first 45 minutes, to be very sincere. The pace of the game has been slowed by the two sides. And tired legs are beginning to set in at this point. Here's Samoa. Finds Salidu. That's another challenge from Contour. Emmanuel Contour once again being a culprit.
The game is getting physical.
Less than 27 minutes to play for. And the big question is, can Legon Cities hold on to their lead? Well, we are in to see the face of Musa and Prempe as they come in. Started in the previous game against Dreams FC, but is coming off the bench tonight. Well, let's see what they can add to the Young Apostles side. They've got a lot of depth on the bench. And it's a goodbye for Issa Hussein. And Toncho have also gone off for Samuel Prempeh to come in. And it's a change on the wings for coach Asar Bediako, bringing in two wingers. And taking off two wingers as well. Here's Masawodo, drive it up front, looking for those in the yellow shirt, finds his captain, Lomote. Has been given a hot chase. Franca Koto. And the flag is up. It's the man who's coming with his first touch and has been flagged offside.
We've been expecting a lot of wing play in this game. We saw a bit of it in the first half, but in this second half we've not seen a lot of it because the game has been very physical.
Also a lovely defense, splitting pass, but unfortunately they were not able to structure. That's JC with a lovely run. Picked up by Jay, and Kwanzaa takes it away. And that'll be a welcome corner kick for Legon Cities. And the Young Apostles once again will have to defend their line. You can see their fans enjoying themselves. Well, I must say it's so far been very interesting in terms of night football in the Ghana Premier League. I thought most workers to enjoy the beautiful game after work.
It's been fantastic.
Here's JC for Legon Cities. Drifted in it wide to find Kamal Suraj. That's Jay. Was a bit reckless from him. Though he's got a genuine case with a touch from Kamal Suraj, but his reaction definitely a bit unacceptable. A bit nuisance on that occasion, but as Yabang has been played, it's a heavy touch, and Young Apostles have the advantage.
Legon Cities will continue to use the wings to create spaces. They've been brilliant in defense and in midfield. They've been very direct in this game. But apart from scoring the goal, they've not created any decent chance to at least even up their game to score a second goal.
Here's a battle for the ball, and it's a quick reaction from the referee. Mapokwahin with Alido going to the ground. And you can see Alido complaining to the referee. Well, look at the challenge between Opokunti and Amegbe. Here's another Legon City's advantage, working pace in this game. It's getting a bit boring now, to be very frank with you. Here's Prempeh, finds Lomote. And struck up front by Franca Koto, looking for his men. Couldn't find any. And so many stoppages so far. As Legon Cities have got double substitution in Omega and Yaya coming on.
The link-up play between William Ajay and the midfielders Alidu, Amwa and Sumaila has been fantastic for Legon Cities. He's been strong up front, very tall, strong and very aggressive. He's held up play most of the time at the upper part of the game.
And here's the man Phil was talking about going off. William Ajay is done his part, and it's time to retreat to the bench. As Yaya comes on in his place. Here's JC. A bit of time wasting, needs to be careful. 70 minutes, 20 minutes left on the clock to be played for. And young Apostles know that the time is not really on their side. Well, for Legon Cities, it's going to be a long 20 minutes, and for young Apostles, it will be a few minutes for them. Quite contrasting stories. But here is Opokunte, watch it as he rolls out. Kamal Suraj. Back to him again. Beautiful link-up play, finds Opokunte, turning on the edge. He struck home, and again Masawadu is at the right place to collect it.
That was a fantastic strike. And they need to send the ball more to the wings to create spaces so that they can probably get a chance to shoot.
The referee will have none of that as he feels that he was forcefully pushed off the ball. But this was a strike. It was a great strike by him. Safram. And he wins another exciting challenge for young Apostles. It's placed up front. It's brought into the middle. Here's Che on the best of first touch. And this man, Asari Bediako, is a bit under pressure. With his look, you can see he quickly needs his last to get back into this game. Frustration now really getting to the young Apostle players. Lomote once again being a culprit.
Obviously, they've won 2, drawn 3 and lost 3. So this would be their 4th loss in the Premier League this season. It's quite worrying. And that's the reason why Coach Asari looks very agitated.
But here's Frank Akoto, captain of the side. Beating it up front. Looking for Yaya, couldn't pick him. Well, that's Sameka touching it. Lomote. That's Morris. And once again is young Apostles who have been booked for such a silly tackle on Frank Akoto. The battle of the captains. Oh, straight into his marker. That's another card situation. Warren faces on Young Apostles bench as their side is trailing by a goal to nil. But for Legon City's bench, certainly to be a lot of smiles at the moment. As it's struck forward by Aaron Corte. Sent away by Suleimana. And here's another hot chase. Afram. Forced by Morif Husseini. And it's another free kick advantage for them. It's getting a bit worrying with a lot of flying tackles so far, especially in the second half department of the game, impeding the beauty and the flow of it. Just look at the 10, and it was Abdul Fattah. Look at the challenge from Afram. Morris managed to run out of that trap, but again, it was Fattah who was always too strong for him.
The physical play in this game is alarming, and I believe it's also a strategy for Young Apostles. They've been very physical in this game.
Oh, the big question is, can any of Young Apostles' big men strike into this game? That is the big question. But this one comes out of the woodwork. It's picked by Lomote against Aaron Corte. But again, Aaron Corte's cross foot mark really held his marker in check in tonight's game.
Aaron Corte and Frank Akoto have been the pillar in defense for Legon Cities. They've been solid. Not only in this game, last week they were solid at the back against Kumasi Asante Kotoko. And today they've held their own at the back.
Here's Afram with a head up, but is whipped up front. That's Rahman. And we'll turn it in once again. Looking for Prempe. And Omega will have the better of that clearance. That's encouraging stuff from Young Apostles now, as Omega once again is trying his best to whip it up front. Seems to be in a bit of trouble after that tussle. And it's fine to continue. It's a real physical battle. It's spread out to find Yaya. He's looking to cut in. And he's got Rahman just across the face of goal. Nobody to meet it. As it dangles beyond the sideline. That's Opokunti. Was a corporate, but there's a man in the yellow holding his ankle, and it's Abdul Muftau, a man in the 5 jersey, limping a bit as Legon set his support for it. That's a great start from Che Suleimana. We'll find Lomote. Here's Abet. Here's Jesse. And they swept off his front. That is a clever defending.
That was a superb clearance.
Warren.
This would have been the second goal for Legon Cities. That was a perfect pass on the wing, and this could have been the second goal.
Well, that's Joseph Amoa looking to play it in. He's been the set piece specialist this season for Legon Cities. Here's Samuel Gab. Here's Kamal. That's Samuel Gab. Husseini. And Masaudu once again reading it so well, coming out to claim it. Yes, Yaya again on the far left-hand side. He's got Rahman to beat. Goes passing. Rahman is still Yaya. He's got Kojo Jesse. Somewhere between two players. Nobody to support. And it's cleared away finally. And there's a bit of hit and exchange between the two players. Yaya and Abdul Fattah in that strong exchange.
Yaya controlled the ball very well on the wing, and he tried to get the ball into the box, but it was stopped there. Legon Cities would have to push more men forward if they really need a second goal. As it stands now, this second half, I don't see them pushing more men forward. It's as if they are comfortable with the 1-goal lead, and they are okay with and will defend this 1-goal lead.
Well, looks like Abdullah would have to wait and return on to the game. But there seems to be a bit of a temporary hold up. A bit of communication going on the touchline regarding who is to be brought off and who is to stay in the game. Well, let's see what the referees. Looks like Abdullah will still come off. And finally, it's Afram who is making his way for Abdullah to come in. Saddam Abdullah comes in. As well as Claude Shooting Bote. We're seeing the 38 jersey. Comes right with a touch. That's a lovely work from Yaya. My young apostles managing to keep their composure and keeping it on the turf. As Muftau is ballooned up front. It's a real chase. With his first actions coming on Bote. That's Yapua. That's Samega. Looking to play it. Upper Quinty finds him. Returns it. And the header is in. Oh, the goodness, coming from Kojo Jesse. But he fails to direct his head.
That was a brilliant cross. They need to be sending more of such balls into the box for connection. Unfortunately, he couldn't get his direction.
But here's Kwanzaa quickly flashing it out. Finds Che. Kwanzaa come back for his ball with chance to Abdul Muftau, who is looking for a bit of space. Up front with a lovely second out, looking to find Lomote, couldn't pick him. Bote, that's a strong challenge. There's Opokunti, and it's out by Shooting Claude Bote once again with that touch to avert the danger. As coach, sorry, Bediako once again giving out a lot of instructions on the touchline. Has come out. Finds Kwanzaa inside off Omega. And it's back to Kwanzaa once again, who lifted deep. Another Legon City players lie on the tap. Yellow card for new entrant, Samuel Prempe. And lots of cards really flying high in this encounter. So many yellow cards, especially for young Apostle players. That's another needless tackle, silly touch. He was not even looking, just hitting his hand against his marker's face.
Young Apostles have been very physical today. And I think it's a strategy because in the first half they were brilliant. They were fantastic to watch. The second half they've turned to physicality. They've been physical throughout the second half.
Was a confirmation of Samuel Prempeh's yellow card for you as no allowed to attack once again. Looking to create a bit of space up front by Rahman. Ricochets of Emaka, and it's a corner kick. Looking to inject a bit of emergency into their play. And then Botte will pick it up at the far right hand side. And if nothing to lose so far in this game, they'll be pouring into Legon City's penalty box as we get ready to receive this corner kick from the far side. And a bit of commotion there in Legon City's penalty box. Kamal has been warned and he needs to at least calm his nerve and stay intact in this game. Botte and is headed out. Is driven back. Well, certainly you already know the big picture. He was always caught in that offside trap. Here was that hit. There's Kwanzaa, that is kept on the field. It's on to the favorite left foot of JC. Hit by Amega's right foot. And his young Apostles throwing from the left hand side once again. Looking to exploit the weakness of Legon City's players in that territory. Well, less than 5 minutes to play for in normal time. Yes, Yapua is whipped up front. Kwanzaa will leave it for Suleimana. He finds Roman. And it's back to Kamal Suraj, who hits it up front. Fight Muftau. Kwanzaa. There's Muftau once again, seeing the big picture and coming into the fray. Unless to take care of that mess. There's Kamal Suraj drifting into the middle. Gives away possession. Here's Abdullah, goes to the ground, and that's a lovely free kick for Young Apostles.
Young Apostles are pushing, and they are using the wings. They are trying to find empty spaces, especially through the wings, to get the ball into the box. Legon Cities would have to be careful, especially the back line. They need to be up and doing. They need to be on their toes in this last few minutes of the game.
Well, I say Abdullah has not been part of Young Apostles' traveling squad in the last 3 matches. Was on the bench against the Dreams FC, and he has gotten the opportunity to start into this game. But the big man is off for a die. Daniel Omote really did not have his day into this fixture. Here comes Che and Botte. Wants to be chased. Kick. Here's Botte. Curls it in. Looking for a yellow shirt. Meets Abdullah, but they couldn't really make it count. It's turning us again, but Kwame Aziz picks it.
That was a fantastic shot. Facing the other way and playing the shot on to the other direction. That was brilliant.
Well, a few seconds to hit 90th-minute mark in this game, and it's the Royals who are really determining the pace of this game as they lead by goal to nil. And they are really hanging on to Dennis Adome's first-minute strike. And here they'll come from the left-hand side, drifted in, but Kwanzaa turns it away. Kamas Raj, not the best of touch. And it's left on the ground. And he'll pick it up. Well, 4 minutes of additional time. But let's see what Young Apostles have got under their sleeve, as Legon Cities would have to defend their lines. Looking like the team that have got a sucker punch in this 9 embers of the game. But here's Botte. Sends it to Suleimana. Turns it into Rahman. Who hits it forward. That's a lovely touch. And Legon Cities need to be careful. Che, not the best of chip into Legon Cities penalty area. It's hacked onto by Botte. Still has it. And that'll be a corner kick. Kamas Raj really standing his ground to avert that danger. As we've already cleared 1 minute of additional time, but here's another change. Opoko Inti is coming on for Abdul Rahman to come in. Well, he's just played a few minutes and he's been recalled to the bench by coach Parker Fabian. As Claude Botte sets it across, but it's picked up by Suleimana. Lets it for his colleague. A tie. And the Royals surviving that scare. That was footed towards their own area. No trouble for them as it stands. They've just got a few minutes to hold their guard, and it could be another second successive win on the road for them this evening. It's already a push on Abeti Abua. Well, time really running out for Young Apostles, you can see, as Legon Cities are not in a haste to effect those set pieces. Here's Samega. That's Yaya, long drive, and it's picked up by Masawodu. Here's Yaya, lovely run, this could be a lot of trouble. Here's Yaya, could this be his second? Cuts it in. Looking for a bit of space! And Yaya has got to Legon City second! A substitute! Did against Kumasi Asante Kotoko, and once again he has lifted his guard against Ghana Premier League newcomers, Young Apostles. Drink it in, and the stadium really celebrated. What a moment, what a strike, took his time and he turns it in. Well, just look at it. Went Sulemana, and Masawado definitely does not have the ability to reach it. That's exceptional. Brilliant stuff. Really shaking the net. Oh, 94 minutes. And it's another big win for the Royals this evening. Beginning to finally read him as the season wears on. It's picked by Kwanzaa. And here they'll have to attack. That is Samuel Prempeh. Still Prempeh sends it across, but Aaron Corte stands his ground. Yes, but lovely ball, and it's touched away by Kwame Aziz. And that's the goal scorer, Abdul Yaya, with his second goal this season for Legon Cities. That's first clearance, and that certainly ends it. A 6 point for Legon Cities in the last two games. You know, with 6 outstanding fixture against Kumasi Asante Kotoko, and on match day night, they have picked the 3 maximum point against Young Apostles. And this man, Coach Hassan Bediaku, shakes his head. Massa would be absolutely very disappointed with their performance tonight. That is a lot of joy for Legon Cities. Aaron Corte, what a game he's had. That's another very exciting officiating. As the party will continue deep into the night for the home side. Well, it's full time at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. Legon Cities 2, Young Apostles 0.
All over the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. This is match day 9 between Legon Cities and Young Apostles, and it's 2-0 and in favor of the home side, Legon Cities. They've beaten Young Apostles this evening, and I have the head coach for Young Apostles, Coach Asari Bediako, is right here with me, and their side lost today. Coach Asari, very difficult game for your side today.
I don't think it was difficult. It's only that we didn't convert our chances. We were able to do so.
After conceding, we saw your side coming into the game strongly, especially your midfield, but you are not able to create chances and even score up front. Your forward were so not that potent up front.
You see, I can say any like small tackle. The referee blew against us. For yourself. I was even talking to your man. The other time at Brooklyn, Coach Papa was complaining about the referees. Now see today, the favored you. See how he handled the match. You can't just, no, it's not like that in football. You have to be fair to all the teams.
So you think officiating was bad against your side?
As a matter of fact, the officiating, everybody saw it. Advantages, there are some balls, you have advantage well, so you just blow the whistle. You think that is fair?
What have you learned from today's game? What are you going to correct to prepare you against your next game, for your next game against Gold Stars?
A lot of mistakes. You know, a lot of mistakes. You have to correct a lot of mistakes. I don't think this game was too tough for us. I'm telling you, it wasn't tough as maybe somebody will say.
So your problem is officiating.
At the same time, you know, that my boys they were not so courageous to take their chances and go forward. And they were always complaining about the referee. That was our downfall. You see, if the referee is against you, you're supposed to play football and let the referee know that you can play. That's my philosophy. Play, forget about the referee. Don't talk about the referee. But they were complaining referee, you can see for yourself.
All right. All right. Thank you very much. Wishing you all the best in your next game against Gold Stars. So that's the head coach for Young Apostles, Coach Asare Bediako. I have the head coach for Legon Cities, and he's smiling all along, especially winning 2-0 this evening against Young Apostles. Coach Pakwesi Fabian is right here with me. Coach, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Another win today.
Yes, I told you.
Well, what does it mean for your side?
Well, it means a lot of good because you played about 8 matches and you don't win at all, and then all of a sudden we start winning, and it's a good feeling. I hope it will continue like this for us.
All right, so that's the turnaround after the Kotoko game. Now we're going to see Legon Cities winning more games in the Ghana Premier League.
We hope so.
All right, so your next game, another difficult game. You're traveling to Samaboy against Samates. What should we expect?
We hope the match would have been on camera for everybody to see.
Anyway, thanks so much and congratulations, Coach
Thank you,
Fabian. All right, so and that's the head coach for Legon Cities, and the man of the match is right here with me. Aaron Corte is the man of the match, and he's also smiling. Another man of the match. He won the man of the match against Kumasi Asante Kotoko, and today you've won it. How is the feeling like?
It's a great. I feel very happy and I'm excited about this win, and also being voted as the man of the match.
And when after scoring, you guys, we didn't see that aggression like you played Kumasi Asante Kotoko. What accounted for that?
You can see it's also a different game altogether. And looking at this game, after we scored the 1 goal, we were a bit down, but we were able to manage it to the first half. And the second half, we were told that we should come up and raise our game, so we were able to score.
So that was a game plan?
Yeah, that was a game plan.
All right, so next game you're traveling to Samates. Difficult game.
We are hoping for the best.
All right, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
All right, so that's Aaron Corte, the man of the match for this evening game at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. This is match day 9, and this game complete match day 9. Phil, it's all over. Legon Cities 2, Young Apostles 0.
I told you that Legon Cities would add one more to the game if Young Apostles do not play the way they did in the first half and are not able to create chances in and around the 18 or the box. Legon Cities will punish them, and that's exactly what happened. But I was surprised to see Young Apostles changing their game in the second half. They were more physical in the second half than in the first half. In the first half, they dominated play. They played very well, one-touch passing game in the midfield, but were not able to create chances. I believe it's a strategy Coach Asare adopted, but then it did not work out because Legon Cities themselves are another physical side, and it was a battle in the second half. Unfortunately, they were not able to score, and Legon Cities punished them with a second goal.
And talking of one-touch game from Young Apostles, that affected the style of play of Legon Cities.
Exactly. When you are playing against a team that knows how to control the game, you don't have to go in with flying tackles and all that. You need to watch them before you go in for any challenge. And when they are also playing very physical, you need to be also careful because you can lose your legs in such battles. So it became a bit suspect in the second half for Legon Cities. They were very careful in their challenges, they were careful in their attacks, and the most important thing was they were able to defend that 1 goal lead till the very end, till they scored the second goal.
All right, so it's all over at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium, Legon Cities 2. Young Apostles 0. It was live on Metro TV, live on Original TV, live on Alpha TV, and also live on the Ghana Football Association app from the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. My name is Gideon Ochenim Gatuso. Raise the power 7 to the entire crew from Alpha Media Sports. We say big ups to yourself, big ups to Dr. Kuku, and also to Naya, our chief producer this evening. Thanks for watching and see you coming weekend.